Kickstand works. All right, where's the bike at right now? This is where we're at. We have a QS 205 in the back. We have the Grin 12 gauge spokes with the wheel itself, the rim from Grin. This is not their specific wheel, but it's somebody that they resell, so I'm not sure of the vendor. Yes, I'm sure everybody's going to say something about my chain. Yes, I know it's rusty. Yes, there's some that's nickel plated. I don't really use the chain. I ride here all the time. This specific bike, since I don't pedal much on it, I really don't lube it up. My BBS HD, I keep that chain lubed up and taken care of. This one, it ends up just slinging everywhere, dripping on the tires, getting everywhere. So I do plan on putting a nicer chain that will, you know, have some sort of coating on it. That won't happen, but for right now, that's the situation. So if you're gonna leave a comment about it, you're wasting your time. Next, we have the AliExpress forks. Almost everybody has probably done this conversion. If you haven't, they're like $100 and maybe now $50 on AliExpress. They bolt right up. All you need is a new riser and it bolts right to your handlebars. You see, I use them out here at 60 miles an hour. I've done everything. No stress cracks yet. They're good. It bolts right up to the stock wheel. On this specific bike, I did the frame extension. So this actually has a 7-inch extension where the stock dropout would be. And then a lot of you will notice that when you add these forks, unless you really bottom out the forks through the tubes there, you're going to have a height increase, which makes the bike have an offsetted nature. So to prevent that, I added in this extension here, and this extension brings the back of the bike up as well and levels the bike out. So now if you notice from a back view here, the bike stands level. You don't have to do this. You could easily just lower the forks and get the rake and everything correct. However, that's what I did. I wanted the bike up higher, right? I'm a tall guy. 5'11", right? I wish I said not tall, but taller, and I wanted the bike up, so I did that as well. As another thing I did is I added the 170 arms, and then I flipped the bottom bracket. So a lot of you guys on the Z1 chassis will notice your bottom, where your pedal is actually on the top side of the frame. What I did is cut that off, grinded off the welds, and then flipped it, welded it back on the bottom. This gave me more space to have my battery box, which is a waterproof box. And it allowed me to have a lower pedal position. So now where I'm sitting on the bike, the pedals are moved forward and lower, which gives it a better experience overall. So those are some of the frame mods that I did. I did have to cut the back of the bike here and actually widen the rear of the bike to fit the chassis. Not for this specific controller, actually for the QS controller that I used to have in here, the Saviton. But since I've gotten rid of that junk, thrown it in the trash, and now we have a Votool on. So with the Votool, I just made a quick 3D printed adapter to house it there. This is actually not the final one. I have a white one that I 3D printed that I just need to really finish painting and install, but like everything in life, I just haven't had the time. But yeah, so this part will be white here in the future and look a little bit nicer. I did have to extend the chain a little bit, mainly because of where I explained I used a large chain ring and I moved it forward, so I had to extend that a little bit. You can kind of tell right there. Again, I didn't go, this bike isn't the most aesthetically pleasing bike. This is just what's kick-ass, really. It's just an absolute blast to ride. So we got, again, let's go over this quick. I kind of got side railed, right? So we got the QS 205, we have a Votool EM200, we have the 20S 7P that I built for this bike. This is a really cool pack. I'll paste in a picture right here. Boom. Got the picture. Okay, so we got this cool battery I built, a ton of time into it. This battery is capable of outputting somewhere in the 300 amp region. We have the bike set up right now at 250 amps. So we got the AliExpress forks, we got the 50, what is, I'm sure it said right there. Oh yeah, here that change. It's a 56 tooth. So we have a 56 tooth and then the stock in the rear, which pedals along nicely at 20-25 miles an hour. We got the factory wheel and tire in the front. We got a VT tire in the rear, which holds up exceptionally well to the power. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected it, but somehow it is hanging on for dear life. We have a cycle analyst for all the data. This thing is awesome. You guys have seen this in some other videos. The rear of the bike has a standard cable brake. I prefer this. It just is kind of always there. This is essentially an emergency brake for me, right? So if you look in your car, emergency brakes are always cable. This is something that always will work. The cable is there. It's very non-likely to break. So under any circumstance, I got the cable brake, and then we use the controller's regen. So we're using the controller to use electronic braking, and then the cable is there for emergencies. So that's why that's a cable there. And then in the front, of course, we wanted something with good brakes, so we have the oversized rotor in the front, which we do in the rear as well. And then we have Hayes hydraulics in the front. These are from 2009 or 10 or so. These are old, and I've already repowder coated them once, but they just leak out a little bit of fluid and deteriorate over time. So that's why it looks like that. But my favorite brake system ever. Hayes runs a slightly thicker brake line, and just it works so much better. So that's the bike overall. I did make a little mount here for a speaker, which obviously we can't play right now while on the video, but yeah, that's the bike overall. That's what it looks like. These are some of the updates I've done. Everybody always asks to go over the bike. Let's move it before we lose it. So yeah, that's where the bike is right now. This is where it's at, and I'll stop this section of the video and we'll go for a little cruise. All right, well, the beach is a little bit busier now. I don't know if we'll be able to really pull this, how many pools we'll be able to do. E-biker. I highly doubt this guy wants to smoke, but guys are gang. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yeah, I almost hit that bird. All right, well, I'm thankful I did not hit the bird. You really got to lean forward on this thing when you accelerate, or it will flip.